So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 42 of the Barnsley career mode here on FIFA 21. If you are looking forward to this episode, then make sure you drop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel as well, so don't miss out on any more content. And well, there's already been some business between this episode and the last episode. You may just be able to see it there. Elliot Simwes has gone, but we've also had a player in as well. Elliot Simwes went to Charleroi in Belgium for 2.6 million. But let me introduce to you our new centre-back, Facundo Medina. 23-year-old Argentinian centre-back, 75 overall. So would come in and actually is a little bit better than Mads Andersen, a bit younger as well. Left-footed player as well, so on the left side of that defence is a little bit handy. But yeah, picked him up for 7.5 million from Lens in France. Yeah, really decent pickup actually. Really liking this one. But I think what I like about him so much, if we can have a look at some of his stats, is that physically he's actually a really good player. Have a look at those physicals. Greens in practically every area. A defender with a bit of pace is something that we haven't really had. He's not exactly lightning quick, but certainly, you know, sprint speed of 87 is very good. Really strong as well. Decent jumping. So yeah, really sort of at this age, a very physically good player, and he could hopefully grow into something a little bit better, which is ideal. So yeah, Medina is in. That does mean that Nathaniel Phillips, although he's had a bit of a torrid time as Nathaniel Phillips, bless him, he does find himself now on the transfer list. Just never really worked out for Nathaniel Phillips, unfortunately. But I think that may be our our January spending done. Haven't really got a lot left. There are areas of the squad that maybe would like to improve, but I think I might have to wait until the summer now. But yeah, so unless, you know, anyone else leaves for big money or whatever, then that is probably how we are going to line up for the rest of the season. As you can see, Medina slotting in there. If we have a look at the games today, as there doesn't seem to be much transfer action that's going to be going on, we may well play 3 games today. We start with a home game against Wolves, and then a midweek trip away to Derby County in the league, and ending the episode with a home game in the FA Cup against Leicester. So some ties that I fancy us to get a decent, certainly Wolves we've picked up maximum points from. Derby is certainly one I would be looking for us to pick up maximum points from. And we've got a good record against Leicester, so hopefully we can make it a fairly successful episode, and we certainly need to do that after slipping up in recent times. But for now, let's just get straight into the Wolves game. This is the Wolves lineup then. Nick Pope starts in goal, 5 at the back. Traore, Foyth, Jack Stevens, Calero and Johnny at the back. Rasmussen and Ward-Prowse in the middle. Front line of Podence, Sekou Koita and Ignacio Fernandez. Koita is like one of my absolute kryptonites on Football Manager. He's an absolute beast for whatever reason. So hopefully he'll have a fairly quiet game today. Comes across the defender. Finds Silva against his former club. Freezer. Dodziak on the overlap. Try and get a stand-up ball in. Oh, Silva tries to attack it. Can't get there. Decore out of his feet. Oh, shot. Well blocked by Stevens. And they just about deal with it. Good early start. Force him all the way back to Adama. Good tackle by Freezer. And try and get this up the field quickly. Silva. Running at those players. And Thomas so hard to see in the shadow. But he's got the ball into space. Cuts the ball back. Oh, hello. And well, the referee has given the penalty. Johnny slides in to try and get the ball. Thomas didn't go down, but the trip was enough to convince the referee that it was a penalty. Gets nowhere near the ball. Thomas, we did manage to play the pass off, I think, to one of our teammates. It will be Fabio Silva to take the penalty. Try and slot it in the top corner. Pope sort of goes the right way. But Fabio Silva converts, scores against his old club. And well, a fairly fortuitous start, but we certainly won't be complaining. We've started games and started episodes well recently. We need to make sure that we hold on. He managed to bring the ball upfield. Koita, oh, he skipped past Medina. Can he get back at him? Podence is in behind. Tries to get the turn away from Ailton. And he's all the tricks, and he eventually manages to get his shot away. Does Podence? Great persistence from the winger, and he's managed to earn his team a corner here. Trying to be better from the corner. We are indeed. Silva heads away, only as far as Podence, who has been the danger man. Adama back to Podence. Koita, oh, just about managed to get a toe in there, thanks to Ridley Baku. Thomas has got a bit of space on this right hand side. Oh, tried to cut inside again. He's managed to hold on to the ball. Sangali is there. Dudziak's made the run. Jeremy Dudziak. Oh, again, getting the ball out of his feet. And by the time he had the shot, Pope was pretty much onto him, and it's a good save from the English goalkeeper. Although, they had briefly given the ball away, but we can't hold on to it. And Wolves come forward. Silva bring this down under the challenge from Foyth, but never mind. The half-time whistle goes. About to say the full-time whistle then. Half-time, 1-0. It's been fairly comfortable. I'm still a little bit sus of my own defending, I won't lie. Whenever the other teams come forward, I just get a bit nervous. But, yeah, so far so good. Silva. Space from the throw. He's got 5 defenders in front of him, though. It's going to be hard to just try and simply run at them. Dudziak. Freezer. Silva. Turn. Get the shot away. Looks to the bottom corner, but fairly comfortable for Nick Pope as we approach the hour mark. Dudziak. I wanted that to Freezer. We'll get it over to him now. Dominic Freezer. Cuts inside. The space in the middle. That's not who I was going for. But Silva manages to get the shot away. Can we bury it from the corner? Right about there. Helic will come onto it. Oh, the header. It gets there. We've become much better at corners now. But Helic gets his head to it. Unfortunately, his headwood is fairly wayward. There goes the full-time whistle. Wolves just sort of, holding on to the ball but not getting it forward with any real urgency. And in the end, they've run themselves out of time. And what I would say is a fairly comfortable 1-0 win. We had the better, more chances, probably the better chances as well. Wolves dominating the ball, but just not doing anything with it. And, we get a win in the Premier League, so important. Our only win in the past few games has come in the FA Cup. I say that, one win in the last 4, but 3 of those are league games against Liverpool and United in there. So, anyway, was the debut a bit of a letdown for Medina? No, we kept a clean sheet. He'll give us more, I'm sure. Let's be realistic. He kept a clean sheet. What more can you ask from a new centre-back? Did that seem like a game of 2 halves? Every player did his job. We won the game. At the end of the day, we got the goal. Albeit it was a penalty. But, we won the game. What more can you ask for? Did you feel like this wasn't going to be your day? We didn't really come under pressure, to be fair. I will say we had to control games better. It would be nice to have a bit more of the ball. But a win is a win. I will take those all day long. We have an offer for Cauley Woodrow. Let's have a look. Ghent have offered 1.75 million for Cauley Woodrow. Well, it is about his asking price. If they think we can get a bit more, I might try and negotiate this. See if we can squeeze a little bit more money out of them. So we're offering 1.75. Let's say 2.25 and you can have him. Yeah, excellent. Right, well, extra $500,000. That'll do nicely from Ghent. Looks like we're not expanding our brand, apparently. Well, we're 5th in the league with Barnsley, so let's pipe down, shall we? So this is the Derby team then for our trip to Pride Park. Mitchell in goal, Burn, Tanganga, Bielik and Moore. I think that said Lewis, Travis and Shinnie in midfield. Whittaker, Dwayne Holmes and Lawrence in behind Jack Mario. So it's a Derby team that hasn't changed too much. Or Scott Malone, I thought it said Moore for whatever reason. And then our lineup is exactly as you would expect it to be, full strength. Medina in there again. I've had to change the lighting. I've had, you can see especially in the last video, I'm recording these back to back, that half my face was shining because we've got a window there and the blinds open. But it's sort of getting to that point now where it's sort of starting to get in my eyes. I've tried to adjust the lighting. Hopefully it's not too bad, although it looks like it's sort of the middle of the night when actually it's 20-6 in the evening. Dudziak. Oh, I pressed a through ball. Maybe I should have just hit that with a regular pass and it would have made it to Dudziak. And that surely would have been 1-0. We go back here to Baku. Sangali. There's Dudziak. Freezer. Just wanted that to Silva, but instead it's gone back through the midfield. Silva is the man. Trying to keep close tabs on him. They know he's our best player for definite. Sangali round the corner to Silva. Oh, I thought he might be able to get beyond the defender. Lucas Sangali, Decore. Just can't find an opportunity to score. Dudziak out to Thomas. Get a ball in. That is poor. Although Silva will have a shot. Oh my word. Actually, not a bad effort to test Jonathan Mitchell in the derby goal. I hit that immediately out of pure frustration, to be honest. It's annoying me that we couldn't find any gaps. Elson, Silva. Dudziak. Back to Fabio Silva. We'll try and bend one here. Fairly comfortable for Jonathan Mitchell. It's going to be hard to break down Derby. Cut back. Finds Sangali. And Silva has got behind the defender. Finds Dominic Freezer. Cut inside. Dominic Freezer. Oh, he's hit the post. He's hit the beans. Cut it back. Sangali. Oh, his shot's blocked now. He gets there. Oh, Tanganga gets the touch in. Oh, unbelievable. I thought for all the world as soon as Dominic Freezer had cut in on his right foot that was going to find the back of the net. Instead, he's hit the beans on toast. Hennig does well to get there, Thomas. Sangali, maybe one more chance before the half. Tanganga does well to come across and steal the ball off Fabio Silva, and that is going to be 0-0 at the break. We've definitely had the chances. Freezer, obviously the one coming closest, need to find a breakthrough. Whittaker comes forward, plays the ball forward for Marriott. Medina tracks him, but the loose touch, and Ailton can get the ball moving again. Silva, Sangali, he's made the burst forward from midfield. Lucas Sangali. Oh, and he's found the back of the net. Not too sure how that's made its way in, whether it's through the legs of Mitchell or it's gone around him. But those bursts from midfield, time and time again, they pay off for us. And it has again here. Thought I'd taken it too close to him. And he's just actually sort of scuffed it really, but it's gone around Mitchell. I thought he just sort of like hit it into the ground, but it's a goal. I will take it all day long. We are winning. We deserve to be winning. Everyone is happy. Holmes again. He seems to be fairly focal, like the focal point almost. I was right, yeah. It's fairly important to what they're doing. Everything seems to be sort of trying to go through Holmes, but he just can't quite get anything to come off at the moment. Although, saying that, no. How is he given a penalty for that? I didn't even press tackle. I didn't even press to head that away. Oh. How is he given that as a penalty? Absolutely robbed. It's not even contact. I don't even know who scored that. He's gone straight down the middle. Saponic. Don't even know who you are, mate. Right. Changes incoming. Campbell on the ball. Good little play from McKellenkamp. Oh, looking for a ball to the back post. Right. Hellick, this is your time. Elton, ball in. It's nowhere near him. He'll keep it in, though, to be fair to him. Ball in. Here's for Campbell at the far stick. Oh, and that's going to be game, I think. We've been absolutely robbed in that game. I don't understand how that could be given as a penalty. There was no contact. He's just thrown himself to the ground. Referees are absolutely fallen for it. Just fuming. Absolutely fuming. Right. Into the cup game. We can score goals against Leicester. We've done it before. Scored loads of goals against them. I want to do that now to make me feel better. Woodrow has gone. 1.7 million added to the coffers. There's a little bit of room for manoeuvre there. Maybe we might be able to do something in the closing stages of the transfer window. So a list of, I've been looking at new goalkeepers, not necessarily to replace Davis, maybe bring in sort of like better competition. These guys have come up on scout reports in England. They are towards the lower end of the overall spectrum. But there are, so like, I don't know, Bailey Peacock Farrell was one that sort of piques my interest because he's only 26 for a goalkeeper that's still fairly young. Can get better, 73 overall rating, and they don't want too much money for him. We could go for someone like Kalinic, who is that little bit older, is better than Adam Davis, but obviously probably won't be around as long, I would suggest. Yeah, I like the look of Bailey Peacock Farrell. I think we make a move for him. He certainly be good competition, I think, for Adam Davis. Might be able to a little bit of scope for improvement as well. So we'll offer, it was 3.05. Hopefully they will accept that. And indeed they do. Okay, straight to contract negotiations then with Peacock Farrell. Bring him into the office. So he wants a squad role. We're giving rotation. He wants important. He probably will become important, I guess. I'd imagine he'll overtake Adam Davis. In terms of length of contract, happy to give him 3 years. He's happy with that as well. No release clause, absolutely fandabidozy. In terms of contract, he doesn't want too much. A little bump will remove the bonus. He might want more wage. He does. £1,000 more. I'm happy to give him that. Excellent. Bailey Peacock Farrell is in the van. Nice little bit of business, that. Okay, we've had an offer for Nathaniel Phillips from Basak here. 2.1 million. They reckon we can squeeze a little bit more out of them, so we'll certainly see if we can do that. Couple 100,000 extra certainly goes in helping. Offered 2.1. Let's 2.3, and you can have him. Lovely old job. Well, hopefully that means Nathaniel Phillips can get on his way and get some football under his belt, and then yeah, hopefully we should a little bit more money into the club. Woodrow did go as well, of course. We did see that. I think he went off to Ghent. But yeah, now progress on to the day of the cup game. Hopefully we can progress in that competition. So this is how we line up then for the final game in the FA Cup. Peacock Farrell on the bench, but most importantly Tyrese Campbell into the starting lineup. Just swapping with Silva. Silva lacking a little bit of fitness. That is the only change that we have made for this game. Really looking to score some goals in this one, and hopefully Campbell can grab some of those. For Leicester, Schmeichel in goal, James Justin, Dagbert, Benkovic, Chowdhury at the back maybe? Yeah, Chowdhury at left back. Knight, Kamara, Campagna in the middle, Perez, Luke de Jong and Castelleo leading the line for them. Interesting. I think I saw they had Belotti on the bench as well. So this could be interesting. Right, I've said it a number of times. We want goals. Goals, goals, goals. I'll try and find Thomas, and does. Thomas, get a ball in towards the back stick. Dadziak was trying to get on the scene. Couldn't quite get there in time. And well, they're looking a little bit ropey here. Cut it back. Tyrese Campbell. Oh, no. Two glorious opportunities for the lad, and he squandered both of them. Of course, thinking back to the United game last episode. Please don't be that boy, Tyrese. I'm just going to end up calling him Tyrese, as if I know the bloke. Lovely ball. Oh, one more. Campbell, can he score this time? He finally does. Is it offside? He's onside, Tyrese Campbell. He grabs his first goal for the club. Well, I told you there'd be goals, and we are carving them apart fairly easily. In the end, a fairly comfortable finish. I thought maybe I'd just taken it wide. The plan was always to sort of finesse it into that near post. Thought I'd taken it away from him, but he's delighted. He's grabbed his goal. That will certainly boost the confidence, put any nerves maybe to bed. And we are leading this FA Cup tie. Castelleo. Lovely 1-2 between Castelleo and Chowdhury. That, though, interesting from Castelleo. That was poor. from Dudziak. Decore get a big foot in. And referees have been a little suspect for me in this episode so far, it must be said. Oh, Castillejo. Lovely block in there from Medina. Starting to enjoy Medina now. Starting to sort of get to grips with him and understand how he plays. Oh, that. Helic has just watched that sail past him. It's a lovely, tidy finish from Luke de Jong, who weren't in front long. And just as I was praising Medina, Helic has just watched that go by his feet. Keep them pressured, because then they make mistakes like that. Campbell, Thomas, Sangali. Defender wasn't expecting that. Sangali. Play it in. Thomas. Oh, it's a lovely save from Schmeichel. Oh, really good play from Sangali. Decore's got the better of that, I think. Okay, we've got it. Dudziak, one more. Freezer, he's got the time. He's got the time to get it on his right foot, but Dagba therefore has the time to get it back and make the block. Really good defending. Helic, can he get his own net? No, did he? De Jong. He's got his number this game, Luke de Jong. Not many people can outplay Mikael Helic, it must be said. But he's got his number in this one. Baku, that was brave. Castillejo comes forward. Dudziak trying to stay with him. A little bit of a tussle. Oh, feet flying everywhere. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Campagna, it's a great shot. Helic is having a mare hit. Absolute mare. He's just, look, I mean, the gap there. Baku. Questionable defending, allowing the run on the inside. And just as it started, well, it's not going particularly brilliantly, it must be said. Probably wrote off this Leicester team a lot more than I should have done. Helic needs a better performance in the second half. Oh, you can't blow the whistle there. Oh, right, compose. Come on, we're in this game. We know we can get the chances. I told you my defending was sus. They've got numbers on the counter here. And well, that ball was poor. And now they've committed bodies forward. Decore. Please be onside, Luke Thomas. What a run. Luke Thomas. Never in doubt. Substitution. Sangali has run his little heart out, bless him. So Gacinovic is on in the midfield. Leicester are playing the ball around nicely here. They're a bit more methodical in their approach play. That, though, was a little bit loose, but there was a worrying gap. Dudziak gets the ball away from Campagna. Oh, does well to find Decore. Gacinovic, defenders committed. Mijat Gacinovic. Has put it wide. Runs being made. That's not... He's a bit slow, isn't he? He's quite big, though, to be fair. Well, there you go. Final whistle goes 2-2. I think probably cocky was the word coming into this game. And in the end, probably didn't really have the right to. Leicester, really good match. Finishes 2-2. Some other interesting results in there. But yeah, we'll have to go to a replay before we can even think of progressing to the next round. And that rounds out this episode as well. So let's have a look then at how the league table sits. We played 2 league games today. Of course we did. We beat Wolves and then robbed against Derby. But there you go. So teams, everyone's played the same amount of games now. But still just a point off of Arsenal in 4th. The gap opening up to Liverpool now, 8 points and only 3 points ahead of Chelsea. So it's getting very tight as we sort of head out of this January transfer window. In terms of what will be coming next episode, if we have a look, we've got Villa. The only game between, I imagine the FA Cup replay will probably be scheduled midweek. I imagine sort of deadline day, something around then. And then I've got Leicester again. So Villa, Fulham and Leicester coming up. We'll have Leicester in the cup in that gap, I'd imagine, though. But things starting to settle down a little bit. And some more favourable games. Hopefully we can pick up results. Would love to qualify for Europe this season. But yeah, that is everything, guys, for this episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. Maybe a little bit of a longer one you know, transfer business. That's what we all love in FIFA, isn't it, in career mode? But make sure you pop a like on this one for me, guys. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.